So our final speaker today is Steve Drew from TechNES. He's the network director. He has over 35 years of industry experience in semiconductors and embedded systems, and is now working as a network director for TechNES, a newly formed member organisation of the TechWorks community, which some of us know as NMI, focusing on embedded systems and bringing members together to collaborate across a range of topics. Steve.
Thank you very much. And thank you everybody for staying. I was like, there's going to be like 10 people left. So I appreciate I got the graveyard shift, but I'll keep it very brief because I know we all want to go home. So TechNES is a member of TechWorks, so we're a sister organisation to Stu, who's just been on. Within that, we've got 4 brands. So it's all about member-to-member collaboration. So we've got IoTSF for cybersecurity, so like Peter Davis is involved in that, ASIM for automotive, NMI and TechNES. TechNES span out of NMI in that we're very much focused on embedded systems. I'm not going to go through this, obviously it's in the presentations, but the idea is it's about member collaboration. So we put on events, working groups, partner with other companies to bring members together and make a difference. We've got a number of working groups that we're working on. I've only been doing this 6 months, and we're sort of still in the early stages, so some of these are coming together. So the ones in dark blue is a bit of an eye chart, but these are the areas we've got going on. So the verification group, and the reason I'm here, is that came out of what was NMI is now TechNES, where we got together and brought some members together to try and make a difference. And actually getting the students here was one of the reasons that came out of this group. And I think it's been really useful. I think Darren from Infineon's already got some benefits from it by putting the battle bus on and bringing some students in. So I think that's been really good. I spoke to some students earlier and I think they got some benefits from it. So that's the reason for us bringing members together, and we can do that as a collective. I've got an FPGA group starting next month up in Tamworth, so if anyone's doing FPGAs and wants to come up, you're more than welcome. But the main reason for talking, and we've talked about it and we've talked about the skills, is something that we've sort of developing, and the verification is kick-starting this. It's what we're calling the academy. As sort of Stu and we've all talked about, the jobs are here, but where are the people? There's a massive demand shortage. Again, I'm not going to go into too much detail. It's all there in the public domain. Really, what we want to try and do is connect universities and industry. So at the moment, industry, we will use verification as the topic. Industry are going to be taking on 1 or 2 grads, and they're going to train those. And they're going to put on their internal courses and then do that. But that's a lot of internal resource just to train 1 or 2 people a year. And that's happening through the country. So what we've said is, why don't we do that? So we're not going to be a training provider. We'll use third-party companies, people like Doulos, but we'll aggregate it and bring those together. So we'll work with industry and create courses and content around some of the more bespoke areas: verification, FPGAs, PCB layout, electronic assembly, all these things that are not necessarily being taught, but is a demand for the industry. And obviously, I'm sure you can probably see on some of these, so, you know, where do I find my next engineer? There's no training courses for what my guys need to know. And we'll do that as an industry trade partner. We can bring it together and do that. And the idea is it will be verified by industry, so it's running on behalf, so we can be flexible and we can adjust it as we need to go. So we've got a verification course all planned. That's going to start in September. So we're going to come reaching out to you guys. Some of the people are already committed to put their graduates on it. The idea then is sort of working in reverse to what Stu's doing. So Stu's trying to get the guys in from the ground level. What we're saying is we're going to work at the top level and then start pushing back into universities and go, we've got 20, 30 verification engineers that we've put through this course. They've all got jobs. They're all excited. Maybe you should be encouraging your second and final year students to go through these courses. What we'll also be using that is if students, postgrads, you know, I was talking to one of the guys who's doing an MSc, you know, he can go on the course because they get bursaries and stuff like that. Any student that goes through the course expresses an interest, we will promote them to our members. So it almost becomes like a semi-recruitment, saying, by the way, guys, you know, get involved. And I think, you know, again, using Darren as an example, he's just brought 4 students up from Bristol to come here because of what we've done and connected the dots. One of them may get a job out of that. That's brilliant. So the more we can do as a collective, the better. In terms of the planned courses, like I said, it's going to be touching on all the sort of bespoke areas. So verification, FPGA design, we're talking to Doulos about that, DSP, PCB layout, design manufacture, IPC are talking to us about doing understanding electronic assembly. We're looking at zero ASIC and open source as well, because I think open source is going to be a massive boom thing. And I think the quicker we can get more people doing that. We've got members like Pragmatic, for example. Obviously, they're a UK foundry doing a fantastic job, and they're saying, well, how do we get people to use our foundry? We can get students to do it, then they get an instant thing. So it's about bringing members together and creating things that we can do for them. So again, it's a bit of an eye chart, but again, we'll share this with anyone who's interested. I've already spoken to a few of you, and we'll get that around. But yeah, the idea is we will be like a centre of excellence for this training. So there you go. Kept it short. Thank you very much for your time.
At the end of the day, so I won't do my slides. I'll just say thank you. Yeah. So thank you very much, Rich.
You're welcome.